Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the very final, the most important, the very grand final match of 5-Digit Touhou Cup Iteration 3. I'm your commentator today, HD Jump, joined by Shocked.
Hello everyone.
And for the grand finals match today, we have Watermelon Cat versus Car Crash. For the side of Watermelon Cat, we have Speed of Snail, Haley, 47W47, Kukulu, See Me Fly, Goopster, Mr. Business, John Osu. And going against Watermelon Cat is Car Crash, with members 4-Door, Car, Heavy Metal for Life, Uparu 862, Hazuki Sendel, Junk Maniac, Dingling Chan, and Devrimon. I believe it's Watermelon Cat in the winners side, winners bracket, going into the grand finals. So if Car Crash manages to take a win on this match, there will be a bracket reset. And this is going to be a very exciting match where we have the most talented two teams our tournament has to provide. Going into our bans currently.
It looks like Waterman Cat has won their role and decide to pick second. And Volume Core Class decide to ban first. That is going to come from Core Class too. And they decide to ban Hidden 2.
Hidden 2. Hidden 2 this week was Saigetsu, I believe. Yes, it's the AR8 Hidden. I was kind of surprised that Hidden 2 was only AR8 this week. I thought they might make it even lower AR, but the CS4 AR8 Bloxy map to ban. It's a very good ban against Watermelon Cat, to be fair, and they have incredible reading players like 47W47 and Kukulu. I believe that it probably would be the best for Car Crash team to be banning reading maps against Watermelon Cat. However, we will have to see what their next ban is going to be after Watermelon Cat chooses their 2 bans in a row. In which they do decide to ban 2 maps immediately. It's going to be DT1 and Hard Rock 2. DT1...
the deep aim map here. It makes sense. The DT1 is 10.3, so blue. And Hard Rock 2 is basically their decision map.
Yeah, I would say Car Crash team is a bit more mechanics favored than Watermelon Cat team. Of course, that does not mean Watermelon Cat team is to be underlooked on their mechanics level, as they have players like Haley and See Me Fly, who I believe are both very incredible when it comes to high star rating. And after the next ban from Car Crash, we will be straight going into the picks. As we wait, I think I said, yeah, Car Crash team would be choosing a reading map to ban. And yes, that does appear to be so. Banning Fremont 2, which is a very well-known map for tournaments, especially Join Struggle. CS5 AR8 for 5 minutes straight. So another reading map, unless you are the Hard Rock player, but playing Hard Rock on that map specifically is incredibly difficult. So understandably, banning out Fremont 2 against Watermelon Cat, and
that doesn't sound very fun.
And right into the picks will be Car Crash team pick, I believe. I did mention Yeah, oh, excuse me. I mentioned a bit of favor towards Car Crash Team when it comes to skill cap and mechanics. However, that is not I do not believe to be completely true, like I said. So they go for the DT2 pick, Kawari Senya map, and kind of surprised that this DT2 Senya map isn't a satellite map, but yeah, I believe this DT2 is very finger control heavy at 233 BPM. I'm not exactly sure if I were to call this a skill cap map. It is the highest star rated map in the pool. However, that doesn't exactly necessarily mean this is the mechanics kind of map. It could be at a high star rating simply because of the finger control and the tapping required. Currently, for the side of Watermelon Cat, we'll be seeing Goofster, John Ozu, Haley, and Simi Fly. I believe those are the two players that I mentioned when it comes to playing high skill cap for Watermelon Cat. And for the side of Car Crash, it will be Uparu, Qaur, Dingling Chen, and Hazuki Sendai. Starting pretty fast into the first pick. This map is not even AR10 actually, it's AR 9.9, so I doubt leading is going to be much of a problem for the players here. However, like I said, it is the highest star rating map sitting at 7.29 stars.
And here we go. We're now into the map here, and yep, it's going to be a good start.
Yeah, you can already notice there are a lot of bursts, even at the early parts of the map. Few doubles, triples, and quints all around the map, and to be playing at this level on 233 BPM, it's going to be very difficult, and we see each team receive a break in their full combos. John Osu, Dingling Chen, and Hazuki Sendai currently three full combo against 2.
Yeah, it will be really hard for Dingling Chen also having DB Fly also found himself techniques there.
A bit of later break from Simi Fly, but I think the thing that's really carrying the score for Watermelon Cat is the accuracy difference. Simi Fly is the only player with under 95% accuracy in the side of Watermelon Cat. However, especially with Haley and Goofster holding 98s, every player in the side of Car Crash are 96 or under.
I think like every single combo. Oh yeah. So Watermelon Cat is having an advantage with Haley having the only FC left with.
Yeah, and this map only less than a quarter of the map left to go, about 1/5 left. Very short map, and to be losing their first pick like this, with this level of score gap, it's gonna be a bit of, it might have a bit of effect in their mentality. I hope this does not affect Car Crash team too much. However, with Haley closing that match out with an FC, Watermelon Cat takes the first point as a break point.
That would be the first point, and also a break point. Watermelon Cat going into this match here. The
Yeah, score 1-0 for Watermelon Cat, and into Watermelon Cat team's pick. This might be a bit of a confidence booster for Watermelon Cat to play a bit more even mapping or mechanics sided maps. However, I kind of have a feeling that they would still want to pick into a bit more reading sided, like No Mod 5 or Free Mod 4, never mind. Free Mod 4 is a very, very tapping heavy map. 235 BPM, similar BPM to DT2. Maybe they want to push into tapping maps right after that very large score gap victory, which is understandable. Map is 6.82 star at its base, so players with Hard Rock are going to be having to play map that's just even mechanically difficult itself without the tapping.
And I think we're going to see a lot of hidden over there for Watermelon Cat.
I have a feeling about who's going to play hidden. However, I'm not exactly sure if Watermelon Cat would prefer to overmod for this map. Kinda not exactly sure about that. Map is only 2 minutes. I think if you are confident that you can just walk this map for 2 minutes, it's gonna be all fine. We see, I think, is the same players enter for the side of Watermelon Cat. It seems that Dingling Chen has been placed with Heavy Metal for Life for 314 for the side of Car Crash, and into the map we go. Yeah, not overmodded for the side of Watermelon Cat, and I don't think Team Car Crash was overmodding. Never mind. 2 players for the side of Team Car Crash playing hidden, and which would be Hazuki Sendai and Heavy Metal for Life, and Par covering for Hard Rock, while See Me Fly playing Hard Rock for the side of Watermelon Cat, and John Osu for hidden. Oh, never mind. Goofster is also playing hidden. I had missed that. So both teams. I mean, I was honestly thinking Haley is going to play Hard Rock, if I was being honest. Um, Maybe they just wanted to put Haley in for Nomad to make sure Haley gets the FC and carries the team, as they have just done so for DT2 in the previous map, which seems to be working. See Me Fly, the only player who's broken for the side of Watermelon Cat, while there were 2 breaks. But never mind, as I say that, Goopster and John Osu both breaks.
That doesn't seem really great, but I think it's a the different score there. It should be good for Watermelon Cat for wrestling. Only Haley and Yuparu only having the FC, so it's going to be 4 of them missing. Neither of them missing beside this match here.
Hazuki Sendai, I was about to mention Hazuki Sendai, however, has the highest recovery combo, but immediately misses, and with barely any time for the map left, Watermelon Cat will be taking another point. See Me Fly also with a very incredible recovery, even with Hard Rock. Another very large score gap victory for the side of Watermelon Cat. Car Crash is gonna be needing a different pick strategy than speed maps or tapping maps, it seems.
That's going to be 2-0 for Watermelon Cat here, pretty early in here, giving them one score lead, 1 breakpoint lead over Car Crash.
Indeed. And I doubt they would, Team Car Crash would still want to go for a leading pick against Watermelon Cat team, so how about aim? How about aim?
You can see Car Crash banning Hidden 2 and Primot 2, so probably they will go with aim mod instead of.
I believe maybe maps like Fremont 3. Fremont 3 is alt, but it's a bit. I think it's a bit more aim heavy alt than some interesting gimmicky alt patterns like half slash maps, or maybe even just Nomad 1. Nomad 1 is a very standard Nomad aim map. 5-minute consistency aim map by Livermorium, but goes to take Hard Rock 1 instead, which again is another aim. It's a little bit difficult. I believe Hard Rock 1 is a custom map by plugin this week. Definitely less standard aim at 170 BPM, about 3 minutes and a half. It's barely not 7-star with Hard Rock, says it's 6.99.
Almost. It's almost 7-star.
Let's see who joins for a completely aim-sided pick for the side of... for both sides, actually. I think maybe there won't be much of a change for the side of Watermelon Cat, but Team Car Crash might want to change a few of their players. And yes, as I mentioned, Junk Maniac comes into play. Never mind, there was a change in team member. John Osu gets changed to Mr. Business for the side of Watermelon Cat. Both teams having one player's replaced this time. Jump Maniac and Mr. Business coming into play for the aim pick, and another pick from Car Crash. If this one doesn't turn out in their favor, it might be a very demoralizing at this point.
Yes. They must. I think they have to win it. Yeah, they already have a breakpoint miss already. First pick already. But we have seen A finding the first miss or whatever. I don't know. Better for life is
Early breaks from Haley and qaur, yeah. Map is... it's longer than the last two maps that they played. This is the first map over 3 minutes. But all players actually doing pretty fine. Actually see me fly breaks on the slow part. But every player holding a okay combo. There's still time left for the map to go. And into, yeah, that first start pattern where Hazuki Sendai breaks and into the Ki part with a lot of wiggles and aim control. Hazuki Sendai, actually the entire Car Crash team actually seems to be a bit struggling except for Car. Goofster finds a break, Mr. Business finds a break as well. Highest combo now being actually the two players that missed at the very start.
Yeah, Haria's been doing a good recovery turn.
Accuracy doesn't seem to be much of a factor currently. I think everyone's holding a pretty okay accuracy. Of course, Watermelon Cat's definitely in the accuracy lead, and Heavy Metal for Life is struggling a little bit, but I think what's making the score difference right now is the combo, especially with no combo at all for the side of Car Crash. Simi Fly was recovering grades, but of course there were definitely more supporting combo for the side of Watermelon Cat, and with Haley's reverse choke, basically FC play.
Everyone just breaking here and there, except for Harley, only covering the lobby.
Yeah, the score gap.
Basically, the carry Watermelon Cat.
Oh my god, Haley is snapping on those squares.
He's truly locked in. I think he's truly locked in on this map.
Looks actually insanely comfortable. This is 170 BPM. It's almost like flow. It's almost worth to play this map with flow. Oh, Haley finally goes down, but score gap over 500k. No map left to go. Another break point for the side of Watermelon Cat.
Hardly break, but that doesn't matter. It's going to be another point for Watermelon Cat. That is a huge lead for Watermelon Cat. Almost 600k of a Car Crash.
This is really not looking good for the side of Car Crash. They tried speed, they tried aim just now. Of course, this Hard Rock 1 aim is very unconventional, to say the least, but it is still an aim pick which was defeated, which was beaten by the opponent with another incredibly large score gap. Already 2 breakpoints for the side of Watermelon Cat. 3-0 into Watermelon Cat's pick. I'm really not sure what map Car Crash or even Watermelon Cat team would prefer to pick. At this point, Watermelon Cat team could seemingly pick anything. Maybe even maybe not like No Mod 4, however, that map's a bit different, but other than that, I think Watermelon Cat team has the confidence to just pick any map left, while Car Crash might have lost a lot of their pick strategy just now. And as I say that, Watermelon Cat team picking Hidden 3, it's not No Mod 4, but it is a tech. It's a tech pick with Hidden.
It takes slow map. Personally, I think hidden type map is way more hard than it should have been.
Definitely, it combines reading along with tech, so not exactly sure if I were to call this the tech check for both teams, but it definitely will be a reading check, and if Watermelon Cat takes the point for themselves on this map, they will be confident to pick HD1 as well. And just maybe even No Mod 4, because like I said, this is indeed a tech map. No Mod 4, I actually think, is a bit less tech. It's more aim. It's a swing song. It's definitely got very high aim components for a No Mod 4. However, it is rather techy compared to especially all the other No Mods in this current pool. So yeah, if Watermelon Cat team takes this point, I'll be confident to pick literally any map in the pool, I believe, that is left. We see 47W47 make an appearance on this match for the hidden pick, of course. Hayley Goofster, Mr. Business. Another one-player change compared to the last map. See me flying changing into 47W47. While for the side of Car Crash, I believe there hasn't been any change. 200 BPM, only 2 minutes. I think you can already hear that this song is incredibly complex. So let's see how this map pans out. Early breaks.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
to an early trade from Mr. Disney having command.
Yeah, as we get into the Ki, Hazuki Sendai finds a break. Mr. Business seems to be the most struggling here for the side of Watermelon Cat. However, all the other players actually looking pretty comfortable at this incredibly fast slider. As I say that, Junk Maniac actually breaks right out of the Ki.
Doesn't seem really good for Junk Maniac there. But unfortunate.
This map is just filled with difficult parts, however. It's only 2 minutes. Even this section is not easy, yeah. We see breaks all around 47W47, Hayley, Mr. Business, Car, and Heavy Metal for Life all breaking during that section. And another slider section, Goofster, the only player holding the FC and probably the player making the biggest score gap currently. However, Hazuki Sendai, even after the early break, trying to hold on. There's still a bit of the map left to go. If Goofster finds the break, they can maybe bring this back. There's no combo except for 47W, but Hazuki Sendai finds a break, and I believe there is just no way.
Yeah, that's gonna seal it all for Watermelon Cat to Even
with
with booster
quarter
break,
of the map left.
they still have the combo of. I still not have to say anything.
Yeah, even at that point we had about quarter of the map left to go, but the score gap already was again over 500k at that point, decreased to sub 500k, but yeah.
Yeah. And Forest 7 is frozen, but doesn't matter. They still win. Watermelon Cat
4-0.
already winning the map there. 4-0. Halfway there for them. Core Crash really need to do something there.
And I think if they really want to try something new, they could just pick into the reading, but I doubt that's something they really want to do. As we saw in the ban phase, and you know, with the players that Watermelon Cat team has, maps like No Mod 5, reading maps like No Mod 5 is definitely not something Hard Crash would prefer to pick. They could just roll the dice and take the No Mod 1 map.
Or I think they could just pick like so far they are picking Hard Rock 2. I think they should have picked number 1, but I think they're also going to thinking about I think we could 2 or no more 4. That's my guess.
However, picks into DT4. DT4 is it's an alt map, it says. I actually am not exactly sure about this map. Haven't seen. I don't know the entire
map.
192 BPM with DT. It's 6.59 stars at AR10. Not exactly sure if reading's gonna be much of an issue. However, it sounds almost like a bit more finger control with aim control ult, which did not work too well for Hard Rock 1. It is higher BPM than Hard Rock 1 and CS4, but if this is a map with somewhat similarities with Hard Rock 1, not exactly sure if this will turn out too well for the Team Car Crash. We will have to see, however. This time, actually, 2 players changed slots for the Watermelon Cat team. John Osu and See Me Fly coming in, while for the Team Car Crash, I think Heavy Metal for Life changed into Dingling Chen. So there's not too many roster changes, I think, for the side of Car Crash. When they have players like Evermon, who I'm pretty sure is pretty comfortable with difficult mechanics map. But that aside, DT4 starts, maps less than 3 minutes, breaks all around actually. Only 2 players holding FC are, well, War, Mr. Business, and Qaur, but Mr. Business finds a break. Qaur with very low accuracy, holding the combo. Haley and CB Fly trying to recover, but there's no player actually in the current match with accuracy that's above 90. Well, this says something. Combo lead for the side of Watermelon Cat, however.
They still have 300 combo there, so that should be good. Actually, but it's still going to be a safe part for Watermelon Cat. Never mind, they Haley defined no, both players actually break. And just why? I think you should just stop talking.
Commentator cursing is a pretty common issue. Dingling Chen, the only player with very sizable combo. However, there are 2 recovery combos. No, 3 actually. Every player in Car Crash now recovering very nicely, while it's Watermelon Cat's turn to be having a difficult time holding combo. A third of the map left to go. Score lead 220k, which might not seem a lot, but you need to realize there's no player with accuracy above 90. So this, like, almost 300k score is gonna be just, well, I think impossible to actually recover unless Car Crash team experiences a legit car crash.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be very hard. They still have the big combo from Jump Maniac there. Core may break, but they still have Jump Maniac with them. Watermelon Cat also recover, but I don't think that's gonna be enough time for them. But
Yes.
that's gonna be the first point for Car Crash.
Thankfully on their own pick. Would have been preferable if it was a break point, because Car Crash needs to still go through at least 2 breakpoints, which is gonna be a very difficult journey for them. But 4-1, could be a bit of a mood change for the side of Car Crash and into Watermelon Cat's pick. I have a feeling Watermelon Cat team is maybe saving the reading pick. The normal 5 pick, of course, being. However, yeah, I was about to say we're going to have to see about that. They immediately picked the 1-5. Not exactly sure if this was a map they were saving till this point, but
I think that Watermelon Cat doing really good on those beating maps so far. So the pick on number 5 should be a good decision for them.
feeling Kukulu's gonna be making the first appearance for the side of Watermelon Cat for this map.
It's gonna be a quite safe pick for Watermelon Cat. AR8 there. 6.35 star.
The popular OWC reading map. I think the thing I'm wondering right now at this point is the players that will be joining for the side of Car Crash. Yeah, like I mentioned, Kukulu, the first player to join for the side of Watermelon Cat. Car Crash bringing in Devrimon for the first time the match, and Hikaru. Seems the roster for Car Crash team has been made Devrimon, Hikaru, Hazuki Sendai, and Heavy Metal for life. While Watermelon Cat, they've still got time.
Yeah, Car Crash did like a lot of change for this map. Like we have Devrimon and Heavy Metal. They swap like almost everyone.
Yeah, Hazuki Sendai is the only player that's not changed. Oh, Haley left. They were asking for a board. Yeah, they were asking for a board.
Yeah, this might be a little bit of technical difficulty for Haley there.
Yeah. Like mentioned, 47W47 and Kukulu playing the reading pick for the side of Watermelon Cat, while, I mean, seemingly Haley just playing everything. Well, they are Haley, to be fair.
Haley is just getting like perma lobby here.
Probably, I mean, is arguably the best player just that has joined this tournament, so it's not very shocking. And after the abort, hopefully nothing goes wrong. Right. Let's start.
Funny enough, I still don't know if 47 is supposed to spell like that or just spell like what. An AR8 map. Maybe not that like small AR, but for player display, that will be really hard, not familiar with it. But we
I
already
honestly-
started.
I
We
honestly think the hardest part of this map's not even the AR, but those very circular-ish wide-angle jumps where everyone just broke except for Haley Kukulu.
And Concrash Combo has fully reset. But Watermelon can still have Kukulu and Haley, giving them a good lead for the first part of the map here.
Of course, there's still a good chunk of the map left to go. Goopster, I think, is the only player that's really struggling for the side of Watermelon Cat, while I think a lot of players aren't having their best times, noticeably for the side of Car Crash. Yeah, misses left and right. Devrimon, Uparu, Hazuki Sendai, all breaking in that arguably slow section, and then into the circular jump section. Heavy Metal for Life breaking their combo. Kukulu, Uparu, Hazuki Sendai. Let's see if Haley keeps up the FC.
Oh, never mind there.
I cursed a bit too hard, but 47W47 still on the side of Watermelon Cat.
Well, at least not as brutal as my curse. I curse so bad
It's fine.
in every single tournament. Yeah, it's going to be really good for Watermelon Cat there with the 600 combo from 47, the additional combo from Kukulu. That is having a little bit trouble there, only having recovered the combo.
This is exactly why Team Car Crash chose to ban 2 reading picks at the start of the match. Already score gap over 600k. Still the very last pattern of the map left to go if Bancho recovers and does. Goopster having a little bit of rage, was the only player for the side of Watermelon Cat was struggling and then just decides to go whatever mode.
He just decided to slide to cursor dance.
47W breaks at the very end, however, with the score of 677k.
A big lead there for Watermelon Cat. 733,000 point difference against Combat.
I believe Goopster was the only player who's had lower score than the highest score from the side of Car Crash. Like, yeah. It was a very aim-heavy reading map. And into another pick from Car Crash, they're really going to have to win a lot of maps in a row if they want to make even the tiebreaker happen, honestly. I know it's still not match point for Watermelon Cat, but it's really not looking too good. I'm wondering what they would want to pick into at this point. DT4 pick worked out, however, goes for the Fremont 3 pick. Another alt pattern map, just like DT4, so that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking either Nomad 3 or Fremont 3. But
I was thinking about Hard Rock 3, DT3, yeah. DT will be good. Like this for this discussion is
I'm not exactly sure what that was about. Maybe received the pick message a bit too late. Sometimes happens with Banjo connection. Yeah. Since DT4 worked out, I expected they might just want to go for the alt pick. I just hope the thing that happened for Hard Rock 1 doesn't really happen again. This Fremont 3 isn't exactly like Hard Rock 1. It's definitely way slower ult pattern. Let's see. I think what I'm wondering right now is who's gonna play which mod. Will Hele play no mod again to just rock out on FC? Or will someone else cover? Will Hele cover for Hard Rock this time?
Yeah, I think some players taking it easy on this take Mr. Business and
I feel like Kukulu's playing easy. Or 47, yeah. One of those two players probably playing easy.
I think easy multiplier is like, actually don't remember, maybe like 2 or better than that.
Okay. Another a bit of Bancho connection issue, but then actually, yeah, 47 picks into playing easy. Kukulu playing hidden. The two reading players going for the reading mods, of course. Mr. Business playing no mod with Hele playing Hard Rock. Yeah, Hele covering for Hard Rock with the highest skill cap. For the side of qaur, it is Heavy Metal for Life and Utaru playing hidden, while qaur is playing Hard Rock, and Hazuki Sendai goes for no mod. Well,
yeah. I think like Watermelon Cat is doing good. There's still having the whole FC, especially 47.
No breaks so far except for Utaru.
Yeah, OFC remain.
And Heavy Metal for Life finds a pretty heavy break there, actually.
Yeah, that's a really quick different chance there.
Every player's in the side of Watermelon Cat looking very comfortable for this pick, while the hidden players for the side of Car Crash is, I mean, Utaru's recovering nicely, but having a bit of harder time judging by their accuracy. And, well, with 47 FCing until the half part of the map, I guess the question is, Will there be an easy FC this match?
I feel like with that accuracy from Parasite, they didn't do good so far, and multiplayer will do both that for a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
but
never mind.
47 finds a break.
47 finds a break.
Kukulu was the first one to break for the side of Watermelon Cat, but Mr. Business finding break 2. Now it's Hazuki Sendai with No More FC and Haley with Hard Rock FC.
Yeah. The score is somehow pulling back for Talkmaster. So. Unless if Haley unless Hazuki Sendai broke, this might be the chance for Talkmaster to get another point for themselves.
We do still need to keep in mind with the easy multiplier, however, it's definitely noticeable that, never mind actually, the combo advantage was for the side of Car Crash, but the Paru breaks. Not exactly sure if there's really that big of a combo advantage, but Haley finds a break. That was a very bad aim shake from Haley, but Hazuki Sendai also breaking. If that could have been the chance for Car Crash if Hazuki Sendai did not find a break, but I'm not sure if the score is really gonna turn, especially with Kukulu holding the highest combo now, and Car, who is the only last hope, also breaking at the end.
There's a lot of breaks at the end of the map. Watermelon Cat there found themselves close to the 6 point, and that's gonna be the match point for them there. 6-1.
Yeah, we don't even really need to look at the easy multiplier. Watermelon Cat already 3 breakpoints, 6-1, and into their own pick. I don't know. They really could pick just about anything, I think. It's so weird that you can't really guesstimate what kind of pick strategy a team is using, since they're so strong and they could pick just about anything.
This is like going to pick Mark 3, which is a last available out pick on the pool.
Yeah. This is custom mapped by Nessie.
The last chance to actually get the point and not win this match. On this match.
At this point, I'm not even sure if Watermelon Cat team picked into No More 3s because they're confident or they just wanted to have fun. And it's a custom map. I think custom maps this week are all very nicely mapped. I guess we will have to see. This match, actually, it's not even been an hour since the match started. Already at match point for Watermelon Cat, showing why and how they could come to this grand finals in the winners bracket side. You see the 4 players that were playing mechanics for both sides actually. Haley, Simi, Fly Goopster, Mr. Business for Watermelon Cat, and Iparu Heavy Metal for Life Qaur, and Hazuki Sendai for Car Crash. I guess Junk Maniac was also kind of playing skill cap maps, but it is No More 3. 6.78 stars. Pretty high star rating for a normal 3, I would say. Very early break from Haley and Uparu. Should not matter too much. Map is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's not very long. Uparu finds another break. Goofster also finding a break. Heavy metal for life. Haley.
Hard early. It's going to be a hard situation early for our path. They still have a car and Hazuki Sendai.
I'm not exactly. Yeah, it's true. But I wanted to mention that this map has incredibly difficult bursts, but it seems like the players are honestly fine with the bursts and everyone's actually struggling on the flow alt. I guess
looks like there's only Haley. Everyone else there. Both the combo is not.
Even Haley was breaking quite a decent bit early on.
He did recover back.
I guess we haven't exactly seen, like, specifically a flow alt yet, but I believe Hard Rock 1 was almost a flow alt map, even though... Oh, never mind, Haley does not survive those patterns.
That's really tough. This is not just any other outtake here in the pool.
Score gap is not very high, and it's actually turning towards Car Crash as Car was holding combo, but no, Car finds a break. Hazuki Sendai also finds a break. There's just not much combo left on anyone. Heavy Metal was the only one who was holding, but also breaks. See Me Fly and Mr. Business are now the 2 highest combo at just barely 300. Score gap, however, increasing. There's no real map left to go, and I think that's just gonna be the 0.4 Watermelon Cat on their own pick at match point, and it's gonna be the thing closing the match. What can I say? 7-1.
7-1. No bracket reset. And that's gonna be Watermelon becoming the champion of 5 Digit Touhou Cup 3.
There was no miracle, sadly, for the side of Car Crash, but Watermelon Cat's absolute dominance. Congratulations to Watermelon Cat for winning 5 Digit Touhou Cup 3. Speed Up Snail joining into the lobby just to have final words and thank yous. Yeah, I mean, very nice performance from every player, but I think if I had to pick out a specific player, it would definitely have to be Haley, easily the MVP of this match. I'm not exactly sure if they will be playing Tiebreaker. Low cortisol commentary. Excuse me, that's not exactly my style of commentary.
I don't want to commentate it. I want to make it high, but to be fair, since you're commentating. I read the chat and someone just said deciding whether English commentary is sexy or not. That's not something I want to see.
It doesn't matter. Let's see if they actually do play Tiebreaker. I'm not sure if this was discussed before. Have they said anything about playing Tiebreaker after the match?
Let's just see from Discord. Because left this way for Discord and the two teams. The Tiebreaker or not.
It seems that it seems unlikely that it's, yeah. We were just notified it's not going to be happening. Yes. Thank you everyone for playing this tournament. That closes out the 5 Digit Touhou Cup 3. There might be another iteration. I hope there will be. And if there will be, hopefully we'll be able to see you next time. Thank you everyone for playing, coming, watching, and all the staff members, of course, and specifically our host, Yuyuko. Thank you, Yuyuko, for hosting this tournament. Thank you to the poolers, mappers. Our custom mappers did incredible work this iteration, especially because our map poolers, who are also suffering a lot to pick maps from very limited resources, the custom mappers covered a lot of that. Our poolers, like I said, playtesters, streamers, and commentators, refs, everyone, thank you for making this tournament happen. I was HD Jump, and see you guys next time.